What is up, guys? Alright, so woke up this morning and we are at 2. I woke up as a fat burner. Who would have thought, right? For those of you that don't know, that just clicked on this video, feel free to go watch the first one on how to set up your lumen. But this whole series is talking about fat metabolism versus ketones. Now, I'm gonna order some ketone strips and test, but right now I'm really just getting used to this lumen. So I just got done running an interval workout, and so what we're gonna do now is we are going to test the lumen post-workout. So you just go to the app. I'm just looking down at my phone right now. Go to the app, go to test. After exercise, we're gonna say we ran outdoor running 45 minutes. That's what we did. We are now turning on the lumen. You just press the button hither. Light comes on. Boom. Let's go. Inhale, exhale.
Inhale deeply.
Before I look, my theory is I'm going to be burning both carbs and fats because I did intervals, which is extremely anaerobic, which means without oxygen, it's very glycolytic. Oh, it wants to test it again, but that's my theory. So we're gonna that's what I think is going to happen. Chest gains. And there we go. Wow. I'm in a serious fat burning mode. I'm still on 2. That's crazy. And see, that's the beauty of endurance athletes on ketogenic diets. Even at super intense speeds. Again, I referenced the faster study 3 videos ago, if you go down on my videos. And it talks about how even at high intensities, these people were metabolizing an obnoxious amount of fat. Again, carbs are not a predominant fuel source for ketogenic endurance athletes at all. In fact, I would say it's not even really used as a fuel source. It's used more as a hormone regulator, which we can get into more in another video. But that is awesome. Awesome. Everybody say hi. Say hello. Guys, we're doing Bible study right now. We're doing Bible study right now. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, I do Coffee with Coach John Bible study. We're going through 1 John. Just so you know, if you want to follow me on Instagram at the Keto Road. So I wanted this to kind of be like a day in the life with me and Haley, but I realized keeping up with vlogging and keeping up with her and keeping up with everything I'm doing today would be crazy. So I'm so glad that we're doing this Lumen series right now. But those will come. I just have to get used to the motion of things. Today is just not the day. All right, but we just had 40 grams of keto brick and a little bit of uprising bread about 20 minutes ago. So we're going to test because it wants us to test after eating. So this is 30 minutes post-perennial. After eating, here we go. Lumen's turned on. I've gotten really good at this. Okay, here's something fascinating. Your breath level showed different CO2 levels, meaning I did different breaths, and it's heart. So when you have an elevated heart rate, so like I've been running around getting ready for Haley to get down. That's something really interesting. So it wants me to take another measurement later. I don't have time for that. But now you know, when we're moving, it can displace carbon dioxide. And when we like sit down, get up, sit down, and then we do like 3 different breaths, and we start to get stressed, our fuel can like change, or at least the carbon dioxide levels can differentiate. It's very fascinating. All right, homies. So I just got done with dinner. We are home, and we are going to test this. My dogs are freaking out right now. Let's see, after eating, it's been about an hour and a half. We're gonna turn on the device. Remember earlier, it was acting dumb just because of the whole ventilation thing. So let's see how it goes, or the hyperventilating. Alright guys, you saw it here first. You're primarily burning fat. Level 2, I have sustained it all day. Carbs were a little higher today than I wanted. Yesterday they were around 24. Today they hit 40. I had cauliflower mash at a church event, or not church event, a church family's house. Not a church event. I was hanging out with them for the day. They were helping me watch Haley while I got some work stuff done. And so I am not going to knock them for that. And I enjoyed me some cauliflower mash. So carbs a little bit higher, but still hit calorie goal, which is like 2,600. So I'm happy to see this. I really like this device. I mean, when we think about it, right, I could have checked my ketones and they could have went from 0.5 to 0.4 And I would have been like, what did I just do? I had too many carbs. But then I look at this and it's like, no, like you're still burning an obnoxious amount of fat. It's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Understand that 5 to 10 grams isn't always some nuanced thing when it comes to fat metabolism and your biology. Like it's more complex than that, and just your blood ketones aren't going to reflect that whole system. And things like this lumen can do that. So some thoughts I've had so far on this journey. All right, guys, woke up this morning and my breath is at a 3, which means I'm burning both carbs and fat. Okay, so here's the thing. Something I'm thinking about with this. I need to check my blood sugar because I have a theory that this can happen when your body's really stressed. Like I'm really sore right now. I haven't really had a day off from the gym. Today's my first day off in like 6 days. I'm super sore. I feel super inflamed. I know I'm holding a lot of fluid because I just haven't given my body a rest day. I can feel it, and I wonder if that's causing some higher blood sugar levels, which could lead to a 3. And that doesn't mean that I'm not burning primarily body fat or fat. Remember, the ratios are 42 to 60% fat as fuel when level 3. So I could be at that 58, 59, 60% fat. I'm just not high enough to be a level 2. But we're going to test my blood sugar real quick and see where it's at. Hold on. 88. Okay, so not super high. Let's test this lumen one more time. Alright. So apparently I'm at a 1. Double checked this, and I'm at a 1. Get off me. So I guess sometimes, depending on like if you literally, because I literally just woken up like 30 seconds or a minute before I turned this on and checked it, there might be some nuanced things. Make sure that you wake up, give your body a second to wake up, maybe have some water, then test. Don't test right when you wake up because yeah, like who knows, like maybe the dawn effect's happening and there's some cortisol things going on, because I tested it about 10 minutes before this, and I tested my blood sugar right before I checked this again. It was 88. It might have been in the 90s or the higher 90s right when I got up. So that's things to look at. Like just like when you check your fasted blood glucose and ketones, if you're gonna check this fasted, give your body a little bit of time to like calm down from waking up and then test. What is up, guys? All right, so I'm really interested what my breath meter levels are gonna be. I ordered some Keto Coach ketone strips, so we're going to check out and compare. And again, I wanna preface this too. This isn't like a knock on ketone meters. I'm not saying you can't use them. I'm saying that I am beginning to feel that for me and my journey and how my body responds to being fat adapted, this is a better source of making sure that my ketogenic diet is what it needs to be to make sure I'm primarily burning fat as a fuel source. And so I think that it's important to understand that. So I'm not saying that you can't check your ketones. I'm not even saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying that for me and for many others that might have lower ketones as they get more fat adapted, to use something else, because your ketones could be high, you know, but you could be eating like 100 grams of carbs and your ketones could be high and you could be burning primarily carbs in that moment. Your body's just used to having a lot of ketones in your blood. You could have no ketones in your blood or 0.1, and you could be burning a lot of fat in your cells, and your byproducts are showing that. So I think that's important. So today, I really wanted to stay within my calories. I hope y'all can see that. But as you can see, my carbs are a little high. It's actually like 50 total grams because I did Miracle Noodles, but I don't track those. So I had about 50 total grams of carbs, 125 grams of fat, and 175 grams of protein, which comes out to 56% fat, 9% carbs, and 34% protein. So my carbs are still under 50, but a little bit higher than I wanted to. I want to stay under 30 right now. I just was at 2,000 calories today because it's a rest day, and honestly, I was hungry, but I wanted to make sure I hit my calorie mark. And I'm not bodybuilding, and I'm not doing a prep, so I'm not like super anal about these kinds of things. But I'm going to be interested to see what my levels are with this going on, or with what my macros are, what they are. So I have a feeling I'm going to be like 3. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at 3, but we're going to find out. Hey, I still hit a 2. Let's go. And we know that this thing, hold on. And here's the thing though, I'm not always hitting 2. I hit 1. When I first woke up, I hit a 3. So we know this thing doesn't just stay at 1. It's not like gonna make you think you're a fat burner when you're not. So that's good. That's good. See, now, would I eat this way all the time? No, because over time, I think that higher protein versus fat ratio, it makes you feel pretty bad. So I definitely like my fats higher than my protein for sure. And I like my carbs around 30, like I said. But to know that I could eat today the way I ate today, and I'm still burning predominantly fat as fuel, and this also has to deal with the fact that I'm in a caloric deficit. That matters. If I was in a surplus and my fat was only 56%, I wonder what it would say. That's something to consider too, because if you're in a caloric deficit, especially if you're fat adapted, your body's going to be able to tap into fat stores for those excess calories very easily. So that's something else to consider in all of this too. But anywho, I am going to send you to the next video. I think that there's enough info in this video so far. We've looked at a higher protein day. We've looked at waking up in the morning. We've looked at after a run. I think that there's been a lot of things to look at and think about to decide if might be something that you want to look at. But when the ketone strips come in, which they should be by tomorrow night by 10 p.m., I will start the fat adaptation versus ketone testing, and we'll really see where we're at with that. So, see you in the next one.